Crochet girlies, welcome to vlogmas day 9. My name's Olivia. Welcome if you're new. If you're not, thank you so much for returning. I am eternally grateful for anyone who returns to my videos. Like, you guys are literally so amazing. I don't have many of you guys, but that is okay. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a scrap yarn challenge. Well, those are granny squares. So yeah, we have my small scraps in here. Oop. Anyways, most of this is parfait chunky. Some of it is Premier Basic Chenille. I have a couple more yellows. I have some brown. Hold on, I have a whole other little pouch thing. Where is it? Thin scraps and white scraps. When I say chicken, I just mean brown. More white scraps. And more yellow scraps. So our scrap basket is already pretty full. Just with the plus yarn. We're only going to be doing plus yarn for this. So yeah. I don't know what I'm going to make so far. I've been making whales with some scraps. Like, that's what I've been using the scrap white for. That's why there's, like, so little in each of them. Could make some octos. Maybe out of these colors. I think these are the only two colors I would have enough of to make an octo. So, yeah, I don't know what I would do. I could make a scrap octo. And maybe, like, make it a little bigger. True. I have some scrap black. And a little of the Premier Basic Chenille scrap red. And also just some regular chenille from Dollar Tree scrap red. So, most of these are, like, detailing scraps. Like, some orange in here. That could be used for, like, beaks. Or, like, I don't even know if it'd be one round of an octo. Could be, I don't know. But we have around, like, this much orange from my last skein. We have a little bit of red that I cut off, on accident. That I, like, accidentally pulled too hard until it ripped off. See, that was where, like, it's like a little knot thingy. Anyways. So yeah, and then I have this bigger scrap of green. I have these two bigger scraps of medley. And I also have some scraps of more just chenille. I think this is what we're going to be using in today's video. I don't know. I just know it's going to be a scrap yarn challenge. Might make little scrappy projects. We'll see. Okay, so the first pattern I'm going to be making is the Crochet Grove bee. I have some white for the wings. Hopefully I will only need this for the amount of bees I want to make. I have quite a bit of this black scrap. And I have two tiny yellow scraps. And I was thinking of making, like, black and other colors. So, like, a black and green, black and pink, and a black and blue. We are going to start with the black and yellow first, though. So I'm going to start with this tiny little yellow scrap. And I'm going to use bandana. I don't know just yet. But let's start with the bee, which is going to be 6 single crochets and a magic ring. But I start with the chain 2 method for most of my parfait chunky plushies. Actually, all of my parfait chunky plushies. Because parfait chunky is not good with magic rings. But I really like it. So yeah. So just because I like the feel of it and the weight of it. Like how most of my plushies come out with it. So yeah. Although the chain 2 method isn't always very accurate with your stitch count. I will say that. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and the reason it's not accurate is because there is the chain 2, and then there's also the 6 single crochets you just did in that first chain. So sometimes you can accidentally place your first, like, increase your first stitch of round 2 into that chain 2, so you gotta be very careful. Like, it's kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me see if I can, you know, can't. So I really just sometimes go into that second stitch, and it will usually have like 2 of these instead of just like 1, which this one only has. Can't really see it, but yeah, it's kind of hard to see. But. Okay, I finished the first bee. And now I think I'm going to make a different color bee. Oh, and this is how much... Hold on, where's the scrap? This is how much yellow I had left from one bee. It might be able to make another one. I don't know. I might try and do like a yellow and then... Or like the yellow as the black and the black as the yellow. I don't know. Probably not because the eyes. But I could then just like combine it with the scrap, so yeah. Okay. Hey crochet girlies, good morning. It is currently 5:37 in the morning. I woke up around 5 a.m. I've just been watching TV. But I'm ready to crochet. My hair is such a mess. I'm still pretty tired, but I'm forcing myself to crochet. Probably should turn more lights on, but I'm not going to right now. But I actually finished a second bee last night. I finished one of the colored ones. I've made 2 bees out of scrap yarn. And I think I'm gonna attempt to make an octo now. So let me pull up my octo pattern real quick. I used the whimsical goblin pattern. Sorry, I'm gonna test your call. I was looking at the group chat. I'm gonna attempt to make an octo out of this maybe, or should I make it out of this? Because I know I have a key lime octo already, so I think I'm gonna try and make it out of this. And then what else? I'm trying to do like small patterns that don't take up much yarn. Like I've been making chickens, I've been making bees, I've been making octos, I've been making whales. Because gummy bears do kind of take a lot of yarn. And maybe if I use this tighter tension, I don't know. But I'm going to make a light blue octo. This is just light blue and parfait chunky. Very true to its name. I'm still extremely tired, so I'm sorry if I don't sound that interesting. I kind of just want to make a bee. Because I only have 2 bees and I have like 8 octos. So we're going to make more bees actually. I changed my mind. I probably will make some octos, just, I don't know. 2, let's see, okay. One. Can't even see what I'm doing. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, I've kind of been in a crochet slump. I haven't wanted to crochet anything like bigger than 12 rounds. Bigger than like 20 rounds. I know I've been crocheting the whale, but like I think the chicken was 18. And I think the bees are like 12. The max bees get are 12. That's like amazing. That's not amazing to me right now. But I'm like, so I really need to like get out of that. That was 6, right? Sure, we'll call it 6. And so it's just been really real interesting. I'm gonna cut all of this out or not, who knows? Because my vlogmas videos have not been that long. Right, 1, 2, 3. Lovely. 4. 5. 6. Bring addiction. And adding the eyes now. I wanna like right here. Okay. Now hold on. I wanna like right here. Maybe like right here. I really never know where to put the eyes, like when I'm doing the bees, because you've only done like 3 rounds. I could easily just place the eyes later, but I don't know. I feel like those look good. It's gonna be like, hold on, it's gonna be like this. Hold on. It's gonna be like that. Yeah, okay, those are good. Also, I'm aware these eyes are too big, but 12 millimeters. Okay, I just lost that backing. Where'd it go? Found it. 12 millimeter safety eyes are like the smallest I'll go these days, unless I'm doing oval eyes, because the smaller ones just don't stay. And I'm not just gonna get some fabric for eyes to set rather than me a little more bug-eyed. They turn out good. Like, they turn out cute. I feel like these are cute on the bees. They're not like too big, I feel like. Although I kind of messed up the face on this one when I was like sewing it. It looks like looks real weird. Looks like it has a dent. Anyways, we are now gonna switch to black, and I really don't need a stitch marker when I'm doing the black and different color change, because you switch every round, so you're kind of just like, oh, when's the last time I switched the color or whatever. Alrighty. So I'm going to finish up this bee, and I'll come back to you. Alright, my little blue bee is done. But I kind of made a scrap octo. I still have some of this blue left, so I don't really know why I made it with the shell color. That's the thing. I just want to like make a scrappy octo, but I think I'm gonna make an actual scrappy octo. So yeah, and like cut off like intentionally, or like just use really small scraps. Although I kind of like to control when I would have to cut off. But yeah, we're gonna make a little scrappy octo next. What I do at the finish is octo up. Doesn't really look like an octo, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and start decreasing. I'm probably gonna do 2 parts to this video, like vlogmas day 9 and 10 will be scrap yarn videos. I'm not totally for sure. But I do want to make some bigger makes. As you all saw in the last vlogmas video, I introduced a blanket project, and I still will be working on that. I just really want to get some smaller projects done. Just have like stock, you know. So, yeah. Like just in case I need like a last minute gift or something. Okay, let's put some stuffing in here. Am I the only one who like balls up my stuffing? Like, comment down below what kind of stuffer are you? Like, do you like ball it up? Do you just like try and use as little as possible? Do you overstuff? Like, what do you do? I tend to stuff pretty firmly. However, I tend to ball up my stuffing. I don't know. It's just like my preference on how I like to insert the stuffing. I find it makes it easier. Also, I challenge you to use up your scrap yarn this week and make some little mini scrappies, or just make just make little mini makes that will only use scrap yarn, like bees, whales, octos, gummy bears. Okay, my stomach is all over the place. Anyways, challenge you to make some smaller makes with scrap yarn. And if you do, comment down below what you think you'll make or what you did make. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up the octo now. Next octo I think I'm gonna start with like, I don't know, green maybe? I haven't made a green bee yet, so I might make a green bee next. Call it like a grinchy bug or a meanie bug. I don't know, like some sort of like Christmassy kind of thing. I don't know. Like a humbug. Ooh, that could be cute. I don't know what a humbug looks like or what a humbug is. Like, you know, like bah humbug, the thing that Scrooge says. Yeah. Anyways, octo finished, I think. I just gotta tuck this end in. There we go. Octo finished. I think it's super cute. And yeah. Hey crochet girly, a little update. I made a scrappy octo. And I am doing the last couple decreases. So I can sew it up. And then I will show you like the thin wraps that were like this size or that were this size. I could do just like one row or a half a row or a row and a half. And I went ahead and I just switch colors pretty often. The blue, I still have some left from that same thing. I just didn't want the rest to be blue. I wanted it to give like a really scrappy look. So this is my scrappy octo. I think it turned out so cute. I think it really did. And as you can see, like I color changed at different places. Really around like here and there and like right there as well. But I think it turned out so cute. That's my little scrappy Octo, and let me show you my mini green bee. This is what the green bee turned out to look like, just like all the other bees. So I have 4 bees now and 2 scrappy Octos. Very different scrappy Octos, but they are both scrappy. And then I have 4 bees, 1 yellow, one, I know it's looking red, but it's pink. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's looking more red, and green, and then blue, then green. So we have 4 bees. And I still have plenty of yellow scraps, but my scraps are dwindling. Like, this green scrap was way more full. Now it's not. This is all I have left of the blue scrap. I still have a whole other skeins of these. Like, I have this skein of key lime and another full skein of key lime, and then I have another full skein of light blue. I think this is the only white scrap I have. I have left. I have 2 white scraps left, and I had like 4 white scraps to start with. And my black is definitely dwindling. Like, I can make it super tight now. Like, it used to be a really big scrap, and now it's like a little less. So I'm getting through my scraps slowly but surely. And then I used shell. This is like how much white I had left from one of the scraps. There's how much yellow. That's like the last yellow scrap I have. This is how much shell I had left from one scrap of that thing. But yeah, I really want to get this video up and out on time today. So I don't know how many more projects I'm gonna make. I might like think of maybe another project to make. I don't know. But these are my projects so far. Check a thumbnail. But hopefully I'm gonna make more than this for Vlogmas Day 9. However, I will get back to you when I come up with more ideas. I have figured out my next project. I have these 3 scraps of this really skinny chenille. This one's like the biggest scrap, so I'm going to start with this. I'm going to make a scrunchie. I've been making my scrunchies with acrylic yarn, but we'll see how this works. Also, this is like way thinner than I'm wait for. So we will see how many it takes. I don't usually count. I know it's kind of bad, but I also like using acrylic because it's easier to see your
cows. I really like the holiday characters, but some people may not want a holiday character. They may want something like a chicken. So that's what I'm probably going to work on next. A frog would be cute. So I'm going to kind of do a little research and see if I can find another, like a Pokemon character that's small that could go inside. I've actually never crocheted.
Alrighty, to finish off this scrunchie, I'm actually going to use faux fur yarn because I feel like it would look better than if I did it with the green. So yeah, I think this video is actually going to go out one time today. I'm actually going to switch my hook size. Hold on. I'm going to switch it to a 6. Switch it to a 6. I use a 5mm for like the rest of the scrunchie, but I'm going to use a 6mm for the faux fur yarn. And I am just going to do a half double crochet and single crochet, probably mainly half double crochets, little trim around the scrunchie. And we're gonna weave in my ends, and then we will be done with this scrap video. I'm currently uploading the clips to my computer. So fun. We will see if the 16-minute clips I took actually like go into Canva, because sometimes Canva, I usually edit on Canva, sometimes CapCut, but usually Canva. Really hoping that I can. But yeah, I am just gonna continue crocheting this faux fur trim.